everybody. Let's just wait for people to join. Dum-dum-dum. Dum-bum-bum-bum-ba-la, dum-ba-lum-ba-lum-ba-ba, dum-ba-lum-ba-lum-ba-lum-bum-bum, dum-dum-bum-ba-la-la-la-lum. Okay, let's just give some time for people to join. So let's just wait a few minutes. I'm going to be waiting another few seconds. Oh, hello. So I figured today would be the perfect day to just do a little stream. So let's see. So yesterday was Zion Cheshvan, the date that we celebrate not really celebrate, but the day that they start praying for rain in Israel. Now let's see what we got here. See, is anybody going to join even? Oh, look at that. Hello. So, I just wanted to quickly, before get into anything, I just want to show you the weather conditions today, where I am anyway. It is pretty bad. It is raining pretty heavily, so figured that today we would go into some details as to what the significance of rain is in Judaism, and what special things and why rain is considered so special, and why this is actually the perfect, and why this rain really would have been more suited to last week. So basically, rain in Judaism is considered to be very special, because basically in the olden days in Israel, they relied on rain to farm the land. They relied on rain for the crops to grow. So the Torah states that basically if we do what God says in Chesed then in society tomorrow, if you follow in my laws and do my commandments, that's God speaking. Nasati Gishmechem B'Itay. I will give you rain in its time. And the reason for to say that Nasati Gishmechem B'Itay is because back in Israel, back in the olden days in Israel, they needed the rain to farm to grow their crops, and basically God was saying in Torah if you are willing to, if you follow in the ways of the Torah, then he'll give rain in its time. And that's where the notion of Gishmei Bracha comes from. That's where the notion of rain of blessing comes from. So obviously, we all know, the ideal time for it to rain anywhere in the world is when everybody is sleeping at home peacefully. Nobody's out, nobody's traveling. That actually ties into another theme, and that would be from yesterday. Yesterday was the day that in Israel they started praying for rain. And the reason for that is in the olden days in Israel, there would be people who would go to visit the temple, all from places so far away, such as Babylonia, whatever. I don't know like whether it's Babylon or Babylonia, but whatever it is, like basically ancient Iraq. They would come from there and they would visit the Holy Temple, and then they would go back home and they would after the holidays, and then they would only return home on this 7th of Cheshvan, which was yesterday. And that is why in Israel they only started praying for rain on that day, because they don't want to inconvenience any travelers. That is how like compassionate and caring we are as a people. But then, like as I was saying earlier, we have the notion of rain of blessing, Gishmei Bracha, and the reason that the Torah has to say that God will give rain in its time is because if not for God saying that He'll give rain in its time, then rain might not necessarily be a blessing if it's in the wrong time. Like if it's pouring rain and you're traveling and or it's pouring rain and you've got to get somewhere and you have to bring like a bunch of stuff that cannot get wet, then you're going to either have to push off your travel or risk losing everything. And that wouldn't be good, would it? That's why rain not in its time is not called rain of blessing. That basically like, someone actually said hi. Right, the thing is, like with you can probably hear the rain out there today. Like, I don't know, I would probably still call this rain a blessing because even though we have had quite a bit of rain recently, like I would still call this rain a blessing. Because it's always good to have rain, isn't it? Like, although obviously too much of a good thing, it could be the opposite. And like I really feel bad for the folks in Jamaica who had to put up with Hurricane Melissa. I feel bad for them because that is definitely rain that is not rain of blessing. But I see I have some viewers. Would anybody like to request like a timely topic that I should speak about? Anything like related to the current time, like what's happening in the news, what's happening in the world, like anything? Oh, of course, taxes. The one thing that everybody hates the most. I'm only 17 years old, so I don't know too much yet about taxes. Like, all I know is that they're out of hand. So, what I will say is that I feel like we should probably talk about stuff that is like something that could be like more neutral, like as like taxes could obviously evoke very strong opinions. Oh yeah, you're talking about. Oh yeah, I see. You're talking about sales tax. I see. You're talking about the sales tax. That is out of hand. Like I'm pretty like also guess what? Like one time I was at a parking lot in New York City. Parking tax was like 19%. That's out of hand. But I must say, like, I feel like we should talk about something that. Last thing, I feel like we should talk about something a little more neutral, so that will not so that won't become such a heated debate like between me and my viewers. Like I try to stay out of that kind of thing. I try to keep it like more neutral tone. So if anybody has any like more neutral topics that they would like to suggest, that would be amazing. If anybody has anything more neutral, I said like that they would like to suggest. Because like I do see what you're saying. Like I'd not say like hold on, let me just make this a little bigger. Errol Williamson 6482. Aaron Williamson. Okay, at Lincoln Muff N1LAI. I don't know if you know this, but you can probably tell I'm Jewish, and I do not eat pepperoni cheese sandwiches because I do keep kosher. So I'm sorry. Wish I could talk about that though. Wish I had something to say on that though. Because like I really like So can you stop to me? I don't understand what you mean exactly by that. Like if you could please clarify some more. Could you please clarify a little bit more? Okay, so I see Prince Andrew stripped of all titles over Epstein. That would definitely like arouse quite a few arguments, and I want to stay out of that kind of stuff. Like I try not to get too political because I don't like to have to deal with that stuff. Like I know some of you might say that I'm just like I know some of you are saying something. I know that some of you are probably going to say like, "Hey, I'm 17. I really should be talking about this stuff." I don't like it at all. Like, I just wish we could have world peace. That's one thing I really wish we could have. Don't we all? Yeah, I do see that's in the news today. Like, I did see that's in the news today. I do want to know, like, does anybody have anything, like, more neutral that they'd like to talk about? Oh, wait, I have no viewers. It's pretty crazy. Wait, did somebody subscribe to me? Mazel tov. Yeah, I must say, when it comes to the news, like, I try to keep things, like, more neutral, like something that, like, beyond our control, for example, when Hurricane Melissa hit Jamaica, I think it's on track to hit Cuba next. But, like, that's the kind of stuff I talk about, like, although it's very sad to talk about, like, at least it's something more neutral, like, not, like, really, like, pineapple on pizza or no, that's a very good debate, and I will not get involved in that. I'm sorry. But I do get where you're coming from, like, pineapple on pizza or no, like, but honestly, I've never even tried it. That's actually a great reason for me not to get into it. Like, a great reason for me not to get into the pineapple on pizza or no debate is because I've never even tried it. So I can't say anything. I don't have any opinion on that. Like, if you really want to hear my opinions, though, then like, just bear in mind, like, I'm a fairly ignorant 17-year-old. Like, there's some stuff I'm really good at, like math. Like, you asked me to square, for example, like, does anybody want to give me, like, a 3-digit number to square in my head? Like, that's something I could do. That's 2 digits. I asked for 3 digits. But 40 squared is 1,600. I'm looking for, like, 3-digit numbers, not 2 digits. 444. Let me try this. So 4 squared is 16. 44 times 16. 44 times 8, actually. That's what I need to do. 44, 88, 166, 252, 19, 195, 200. That should come out to 196,000. Now, that should be coming out to 197,136. You can check on a calculator. So I got that. 444 squared should come out to 197,136. That's what it should come out to. Don't worry. No, I meant like 444 times 444. That's what I meant. Not 4 times 444. I meant 444 times 444. That's what I was doing. But yes, 444 times 4 is 1,776. I know that because, like, if you do 44 times 4, that's 176, right? But because it's multiplying by 444, we have to actually put in we have to repeat the middle digit. Like, this is what I like about math. Everybody could agree on math, at the very least. Like at least everybody could agree on basic mathematical principles. That's what I like so much about math. Does anybody have any other... Okay. What did you do there? I think that you are trying to... I think you are purposefully trying to disagree with me. And you couldn't even find the plus key on your keyboard, I see. Because I see you type 1T1 equals 3. So I assume you meant 1 plus 1, which would actually be equivalent to 2. So I see you're trying to spark some disagreement here. Like, I really don't want to have to remove you, but, I don't want to remove anybody, but, like, if someone tries to get, like, too belligerent, I might have to remove them. Like, I mean, I do see what you're trying to do here. Trying to find something that I will actually, respond to, like, in a harsh way. Like, and I'm just not the type of person to respond to things in a harsh way. Hold on, what time is it anyway? 3:51 already. It's already 3:51, gosh. I have to end the stream at 4 p.m., so I don't have very much time left. Oh, I see what you meant. 1.5 and 1.5. That's right. I see where you went. I see what you did there. 1.5 plus 1.5. That does equal 3. And the plus key on your keyboard should be like, if you hold shift, if you do shift and equals, that should give you the plus. Just that you could double check just to be sure. But yes, 1.5 and 1.5 does equal 3. That is true. Oh, you have it. I see. I see what you got there. I see what you did there, but like, I see what you're trying to do here, but like, I'm just kind of curious. Like, do you have anything you want to say? Like, I might actually end the stream a bit early. Like, is there anything else you want to say? Is there anything else you want to say? Like just like as like a message. Like, do you have any messages I want to like spread for like the entire YouTube to hear? Like, I mean, I know I'm only reaching one person, but people watch this after I do the stream as well. So if anybody wants to share a message to spread for the entire YouTube to hear, like, event potentially. Like, I'm asking if you have anything that you want to, like, any messages, anything. Like, it could be anything from world peace to now to 1 plus 7 is 8 or anything like that. Any message. Because I see I only have 2 viewers, so that's why I'm going to end a bit early today. And also because I need to make sure that I have time to do what I need to before 4 o'clock. So, anything? Does anybody have anything? Oh yeah. Wait, today? Are you sure it's Christopher Columbus's birthday today? Like, I'm just doubting that because I'm pretty sure they used the Julian calendar back when he was born, and now we're using the Gregorian calendar. That's the only reason I'm asking. Oh, thank you. Of course I'll Google it, but yeah, it does not give an exact date. It only says 1451, and it seems to have frozen somewhat. Yeah, it doesn't give an exact date. It only says 1451, but I will spread the message. So, like, I know today is October 29th. Oh yeah, I just got a notification. More than a dozen people are dead after Hurricane Melissa barreled across the Caribbean. That's sad. But yeah, like, I want to end on a positive note. We always end on a positive note, and that is with a blessing to all the people affected by Hurricane Melissa. May they be able to rebuild speedily. May they be able to rebuild quickly, and may they have, and may all deaths be wiped off the face of the earth with the coming of the Messiah speedily in our days. Amen. Be well.